any competition. I'm not focused on, my goals all of a sudden is on the back burner. It's not even there.
Yeah.
But eventually, through the grace of God, her cancer went away, and she's doing, fine.
Praise
until she
the
breaks her
Lord.
legs a few years later. Now here we go again.
Oh, Lord.
So anyway, I know.
Yeah,
Here we go
yeah,
again.
I know.
Another distraction. Okay. So again, I still.
Talk to my attorney. Yeah.
I actually.
It was at my house, by the way, where she
Just
broke
an
her
interesting
legs.
scenario about when she broke her legs, I was almost tethered to her, so I had to work out within 10 seconds. I can get to her, because she's totally helpless. So I had to come out with a way to work out within a few feet. Almost. It's weird, but because I'm used to going to the gym. But anyway, there's a will, there's a way, and it all worked out. And and then again, she survived that. And so now, that was been over a few years ago. Now I'm back to, okay, if I have goals, I can do it now. But so you can't always stay focused on your goals, but you still got to stay in the game. Because at my age, if you quit doing something you've done for a long time, it may not come back. And it's a one-way street. You probably can just hang it up. So you have to kind of hang in there sometimes.
Yeah, I always say, like, if somebody is, let's say they're young and they're healthy and they can't get motivated, and I'm going to tease this, by the way, too. If somebody's that we've all known that person that we're always telling them, hey, work out, you got to go to the gym, they can't get motivated, right, when they're younger and there's no problems. And then later on in life, they have a little hunchback or they got a big gut. It's like, how are they supposed to, when they finally decide, okay, it's New Year's 2017, 2018, I'm going to start working out. How do they get motivated now when they're not feeling as good? You know what I mean? They're way worse than they were, 20, 30, 40 years ago. So now moving forward, it's like, okay, they're going to go to the gym when they couldn't do it before. So do a quick break real quick, and let's think about that, and we'll kind of tease the answer. Hey guys, we love sugar. Sugar tastes good. Problem is, it's causing obesity, it's linked to type 2 diabetes, so we switch over to artificial sweeteners, which at a certain level become bitter, and now it's linked to early dementia. In fact, if you're drinking diet sodas on a regular basis, you're 10 times more likely, studies say, in getting early dementia. So we have a sugar, it's called Next Sugar. It tastes great. It's as sweet as sugar. It's 100% on the sweetness index. Yes, there is an index for that. And guess what? It's half the calories, guys. You can bake with it. Try it. Get going. Do your thing. Hey everybody. All right, so basically before we rolled out, I just asked a question. Here it's so hard to get motivated now, and for the people that couldn't do it when they were younger and more healthier and they had everything going for them, how do they do it now? How would you, let's say you're 65 years old, you just retired, you can't see your shoes anymore because your gut's in the way. And the last time you reached up, over your head was just because the remote control was on the nightstand that's above your head. It's just you don't have that movement anymore. So if that was you, and you just made your New Year's resolution that you want to get healthy, how could you do that?
Well, some people just aren't that motivated, and some people, it's just not in them. And you like they say, you can bring a horse to water, you can't make him drink, because everybody wants to be physically fit. Everybody wants to look better. Everybody. But not everybody wants to pay the price. So instead of telling them what they need to do, instead of telling them if you keep doing this, when you turn my age, when you turn 60 something, see, people don't care about the future. They really don't care. They say they do, but all they live is in the here and now. And right now, they want to watch TV and have something good to eat. I say, to get someone to break away from the normal everyday living is to get them excited about something. For example, say, let's just go to the gym for the fun of it. And then they go there and they have no idea what's going on. And then they pick up some weight, and then they find out that I can do. Hey, it's surprising, And then you compliment them, you build them up, and you give them encouragement, and so they find, hey, I can do this, because it scares people. The gym or working out, it just scares people. They're either in it or they're not. It's kind of hard to be in the middle. People just are afraid of it a lot of times. So, again, for myself, I had someone who talked to me and showed me magazine articles, and I watch videos and
Mad
movies.
magazines and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
For example, Pumping Iron was probably the biggest motivator of all times, and I bought the Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. These are just things that I chose because I want to. I got interested in it, But if you're not interested in it, you just got to find a way to motivate someone.
Would you say that what about, because this, I've thought about this a million times, is, okay, why not take the stuff that's barely legal, or maybe even not illegal, like you say, you go behind the curtain at GNC, just to get to the next level and then ride it out from there. You know what I mean?
No.
Like what he said, KNOW, no? Like, know what to get.
I'm going to tell you a little story about, I'll call it the gray area, but some of it's downright illegal. And trust me, most people who go to the gym for an extended period of time will want to find out what this other stuff will do for them, because their friends are all getting big and strong, and no one wants to be left behind. And that's the problem, So anyway, I've been doing this I'll go back maybe 10 years ago, and I've been working out for probably at least 10 years before that. So my friend suggested to me, Marty, the way you work out, if you took some of this steroid stuff, injectables, you'll get so big and you'll get so big, much bigger, and
the magic pill, so to speak.
Yeah, and he was tempting me, the devil was tempting me, and trust me, I entertained it. I thought, wow, or HGH, which is very popular.
But it works though, right? The stuff.
It definitely works. That's why they take it, Now, first of all, even if I had the money, even if I knew it wouldn't hurt me, okay? So let's put that out. I look at it as cheating because it's a shortcut to get from A to B, because I've been doing everything the way you're supposed to do it, and I've been doing it for 10 years.
But that's because you're thinking competitively, because you used to do the bodybuilding for a minute, but what if you're just thinking, hey, we're in the information age, shouldn't you just take the shortcut?
Well, again, it depends. Some people don't mind stealing if they never get caught, and then not only that, but they will lie about how they got what they got.
When you say stealing, are you talking about from a moral point of view, or from an act? I mean, what's the downside?
Well, I was using stealing, like if you can get away with something and no one knows, who's it hurting, So I know my friend, whom I like a lot, he doesn't even smoke, he doesn't drink, but he does steroids, and I've seen him transform.
He makes up for it with
steroids.
Yeah,
no, I used to work with him for many years, and I've seen him transform from about 142 pound to like 180s, and he was built like a frog, like a toad, or a tree stump. He was short and stocky.
Yeah.
So I knew that what it would do and everything, but I also seen the side effects of it, which scared me. So that was like, whoa, the steroid rage, him breaking out, his body transformation. So he would tell people he's trying this new protein, this new supplement, and everybody could see through his lies. So you're a fool, and he was a fool in a great body, and he didn't even know it. He thought he was fooling everybody because it's a new there's always a new supplement
Yeah.
out there that's, of course, it's legal, and it's a new protein, and it's supposed to make you. It's all, well, I wouldn't say all of it lies, but a lot of it's lies, and I don't want to go down that road.
Because I just like the I never took any of that, but I did the androstenedione when that came out, and then I noticed my hair started receding, so then I stopped. I took it I didn't even finish a whole bottle.
Well, I'm bald, and I did take it.
Well, I figure I'll start up again when I start losing my hair, but because and the whole point is we're trying to get healthy. So if you're if there is a real risk, then no, that. I'm flushing the stuff down the toilet. But if it's just a competitive thing or a stigma thing, but if it's if you're gonna have ill effect from it, then I'll pass.
Well, I would say this, Brent. I would say that for most people, at the time, it's worth it. At the time, they get the immediate results. They get the recognition. Oh, you're big, man. You look great. And then down the road, when the party's over, so to speak, maybe it could be several years.
Yeah.
Then you have the side of or the consequences of doing something that's illegal because it's not controlled by any FDA or anything, and you're taking you're playing Russian roulette.
So it's kind of like the pay now or pay later type of deal.
You will pay to some degree.
Well, and the other thing, too, is I think lifting, because you got different frames, and it's just like running nitrous through your motor. You're going to wear it out, too, I think. If you're, I mean, am I wrong? If the guy's that's benching 400 pounds, but he's not a big bone guy like you see on the strongest man competition, like the Lou Ferrigno. Right. If it's a smaller frame guy, but he's benching all that, he's going to be paying later on with he can't move his arms and this, that, and the other. But normally I think your body will tap itself out. But if you're going 40% more because you're juicing, so to speak.
You're 100% right, because a lot of the skeletals, the frame is not ready for that muscle and the weight. It's putting like a big frame on a small chassis, or a big engine in a little car. It's almost too much.
Yeah, these guys that like at Glamis, they have these diesels, these F-250s and stuff, and they put chips on these motors. They're little race cars, but then the transmission's stock. So the first thing they do is blow seals and everything out the trannies, and like with the F-250 that I have, I just leave it stock. And figure these engineers knew what they were doing. God knew what he was doing when he designed us. So but yeah, it's all about the long term, and I think if we're doing it to be happy, it's kind of like these people that we talked about at the beginning. Spiritually, they're not satisfied or happy spiritually, so they try to do it with being physically fit. Okay, now they're fit, but it's not enough. So remember, I always say God creates us with that void that only He could fill. So they're trying to fill it. Okay, it's not enough. So now they try to do more. And do you ever notice that it's like it'll never be enough for anybody?
I'll tell you though, I used to know this one guy where I used to work, and he was a really nice guy. And I remember he was a Christian, and he was a Christian. He wasn't a sheriff because I was working them. Duh. And he got really
well. They're not mutually
big.
Exclusive.
He bold. I didn't even recognize him after
unless you're in LA County.
I guess I don't know. He was off for a while on an injury. And he came back to work. Yeah, that's what it was. And he was so big. I go, is that Tommy Millender? Wow. Well, anyway,
we're worldwide.
Well, I mean, he was just amazing, And then I just wonder, how did he do that, And then I learned, that he just worked out hard and he competed. So he went to an extreme level of working out to compete.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he took. I don't know, But I will say this: from my experience, I wouldn't be surprised if he did a lot illegal
of
stuff. Yeah, right. But anyway, and he was African American, so he looked like whoa, and it was awesome. And I'll tell you, when you saw him, you say, I want what he has.
So he was from Libya.
But
It's from Africa.
I guess, getting back to, temptations and ways.